It's day 574. And we're so not starving. We have so much food.
Too much food, maybe.
It's going bad. It's too warm.
What are you doing?
You and I are making snowshoes.
Yeah.
Why are we making snowshoes? It's spring.
Because we have to before the snow's gone and the wood dries out.
Yes.
So every day we're hacking away at these snowshoe rails.
Yes, like this.
Hack, 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 hack.
Oh God, is that the right line? Yeah, okay. I got too many lines.
How many rails do you think we'll have once we finish cutting them all out?
Well, I'm making 2 pairs of snowshoes,
Yeah.
even though I have one already. I'm making 2 more pairs of snowshoes, and then you're making your first pair of snowshoes.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to make 8 of these rails that are as long as my arm span and a little bit bigger than my thumb, so 1.25 inches by 1.25 inches. So I have to make 8 of these, and then we can bend them traditionally.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're basically, the wood is going from a round log to this size. This is the quarter
Yeah.
log, and we're splitting that down to make 2 rails. So here's a rail that is the other half of this piece, and yeah, I just put some chalk lines on there and carve it down.
The mosquitoes are out. They're back.
Mosquitoes.
I think it's snow melting. And then the river is about to break up.
The river is breaking up with us.
Yes. Very sad. It's exciting. We're going to have a party. We're going to party hard when the river breaks up.
So then once I carve right to the line, something like that, then I'll take either my crooked knife or a little hand plane and clean it up. And then once the sides are cleaned up, then I gotta make it 1.25 inches deep. And then there's a whole bunch of other steps.
Yes.
This is the early middle. The first thing is finding the perfect tree.
Mm-hmm.
This takes forever. And then you have to get it here, and then you have to split it, and then you have to carve it. And then you have to carve it even more to make it bend. Then you have to heat it up with hot water, bend it. They might explode.
Scary.
And then you gotta put the crossbars in, and then you gotta weave it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and you have to process all of the weaving material.
Yeah, do we have enough of that?
No.
Oh, well, we have that beaver to make babiche with.
Should I grab my snowshoes?
Sure.
this is what we're making.
They're so
Ooh,
beautiful.
sandhill cranes are back.
Yeah, I haven't heard them yet.
So yeah, we're making these rails. So you can see, like right now, we're just making this like a perfectly square piece of wood, and then we have to do all this carving, making it thinner in certain spots. Then we have to carve crossbars and bend the wood. The bending the wood is the scary part. That's when things explode. And then you get to learn how to weave snowshoes.
Yep.
And I get to relearn how to weave snowshoes. I don't remember how to do this.
How did you figure it out before? Didn't you just look at a picture?
I looked at pictures, but I had a like a traditionally made snowshoe in front of me.
Oh, okay.
And but what you have to do is like literally follow every strand to like see what the weaving I can't talk. The weaving pattern. To see what the weaving pattern looks like. And it takes hours of like staring at it and like following a little strand all over the place.
That sounds like a very difficult way to learn how to weave something.
Yeah.
Just by looking at it. Wow.
So we did that. And yeah, but they work. Snowshoes are awesome.
Yeah, I'm so excited to make a pair.
Yeah. I want to make more of an upturn on my new ones. And just make them nicer. And this wood is better than this wood. The stuff that we're using.
Yeah.
So,
Like how so? I mean,
the growth rings are bigger.
so what difference
growth,
will that make?
Big growth rings means more like wood that it bends easier.
So you can get more of an upturn.
Yeah, you get more of an upturn without potentially breaking the snowshoe. Like on these ones, like I had to cheat a little bit and put some like epoxy right here and then wrap it with rawhide, because when I was doing the upturn bend, it started splitting right here, and if I would have let that split go, it would have just like eventually ran off and busted the snowshoe.
Yeah.
That's also a function of not having perfectly straight grain. So you have to have perfectly straight grain, and you have to have big growth rings that bend easier, because trees that have small growth rings, the wood is more brittle, so it doesn't want to bend as much. It'll bend, but it'll eventually break. So that's it.
Nice. Let's see how much mousse we have left since the last video. How much have we eaten? How much have we eaten? Oh.
Is it too dark in there?
Yeah, it's dark, but it's okay.
The flies still aren't touching it.
Sweet.
It's awesome.
Well, it looks like a lot less than last time we took a video, I think, because the lower part is gone. The whole bone is gone.
Yep. So we still have like a week or more, probably a week and a half, 2 weeks.
And it's getting tastier and tastier.
So tasty.
So tasty. That's where it goes.
Okay, that's probably a long enough video.
I gotta go split this. Bye.